Let's go to question 1. A function is defined by f of x equals a sine bx plus c. X is between negative pi to pi, where a, b, c are integers. The following diagram represents the graph of y equals f of x. Find the value for a, b, and c. First of all, we will write down our pattern. Y equals plus or minus a sine and a b x plus c plus d. Since the pattern we are looking for is a sine bx plus c. Therefore, let's label our pattern is a1, b1, c1, and d1. Look at this graph. We have a maximum point and a minimum point. Let's label as x1, y1. Here, x2, y2. For our pattern, we know the d1 equals the midpoint of y1 and y2. So y1 plus y2 over 2. You will get 5 plus negative 1 over 2 equals 2. Then we can find a1. It will be the half of a distance between y1 and y2. So we will get y1 minus y2 over 2 equals 5 minus negative 1 over 2 equals 3. Then third step, we will get a period. The period equals 2 times the horizontal distance between maximum and minimum. Let's do x2 minus x1. So we plug in. X2 will be pi over 4 minus negative pi over 4. Negative will be positive. So we get 2 times absolute value, 2 pi over 4. Reduce, you will get pi over 2. So answer is pi. The fourth step, we can figure out our b1 equals 2 pi over p. Therefore, you will get 2 pi over pi equals 2. We already figured out this a1, b1, and d1. Then let's check back the pattern for this question. This is f of x equals a sine bx plus c. There is no horizontal translation, which means this c1 equal to 0. If c1 equal to 0, which means the graph starts from y-axis. Therefore, from y-axis, we will draw this pattern. We know this pattern is y equals negative sine x pattern, which means the function will be negative a1. So we can write down the function now. That is f of x equals negative 3 sine 2x plus 2. Then we can compare this function to this pattern so that we can figure out a equals negative 3, b equals 2, c equals 2. This will be the final answer to this question. Let's go to B. Use alternate form to express the functions. F of x equals a cosine b x minus c plus d. A is a positive, c is a negative. A is a positive, which means the pattern will be positive cosine, like this. When c less than 0, negative c will be positive. According to the transformation rule, it's translated to the left. In other words, the starting point will be on the left side of the y-axis. So on the graph, we need to draw positive cosine pattern. The starting point is on the left side of y-axis. So this will be the starting point. The x-coordinate is negative pi over 4. For A part, we already figured out A equals 3, B equals 2, and D equals 2. This time, the starting point is negative pi over 4. You got to do is opposite, because inside there is a liar. We will get the cosine function y equals 3 cosine 2 x plus pi over 4, then plus 2. For the variable, a equals 3, b equals 2, c equals negative pi over 4, d equals 2. The reason why this c is negative pi over 4, because the original pattern is x minus c. So we have to write down x minus negative pi over 4. That's the reason c equals negative pi over 4. Let's go to second one. F of x equals a sine bx minus c plus d. A is a positive. A is positive, which means the pattern will be positive sine x, like this. For c greater than 0, negative c will be negative, which means move to the right side. Therefore, it's on the right side of y-axis. So on the right side of y-axis, we need to draw positive sine x pattern. Since the sine x is starting from midline, so let's draw midline. Positive sine, it will be here. This is the starting point, pi over 2. So we will get negative pi over 2. So y equals 3 sine 2 x minus pi over 2, then plus 2. So for A equals 3, B equals 2. For C equals pi over 2, and D equals 2. You could say for A, B, D won't change, only C changes. Let's go to 3. f of x equals a cosine bx minus c plus d. A is less than 0. When a less than 0 means a negative cosine pattern like this. For c less than 0, negative c will be positive, which means move to the left because inside there is a liar. Therefore, the starting point will be on the left side of y-axis. So on the left side of y-axis, we need to get negative cosine pattern. It will be like this. So this is the starting point, negative 3 pi over 4. So we will write down y equals negative 3 cosine 2 times x plus 3 pi over 4, then plus 2. For a equals negative 3, b equals 2, and c equals negative 3 pi over 4, d equals 2.